Hello and welcome to UFC 251 Usman versus Burns preview. Now, just for the record, I'm only going to be previewing the main card. Okay, I don't want to look at the rest of the card just yet because it will take a long time, and I don't want to spend too much time on that because I may talk for over an hour or even two. I hope not, because quite frankly, it's on Yaz Island and they've got prelims and they got extra prelims as well. So you know, it's gonna be a long night, but it's gonna be a fun one. I'll tell you that for sure. But because quite frankly, the main event of the evening is Usman versus Burns. Yeah, he was supposed to sound entertaining and good. The way I said that, you should laugh. I hope he did. But quite frankly, this is not that impressive, you know. The way they've portrayed it is like Usman, the killer, blah 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 blah. Burns, the guy who just beat up the number 2 guy, Tyron Woodley, and you know what? You're damn right. It was very 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 much so impressive. But we're talking Kamaru Usman here. You know, the guy is undefeated in his takedowns. Every one that he's gone for, he has scored a takedown. He, in anything, I would say the only thing that he will be at deficit on is the speed disadvantage. That's what I would say. But quite frankly, everything else, his frame is huge. He's just built for the division. Great for takedown. Great for taking guys down. He's just going to smother Burns and just beat him up. That's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to do. And you can say what you want to, but that is what's going to happen. And he may have a third round TKO victory in my opinion, because Kamaru Usman, yeah, because Kamaru Usman has basically, sorry, lost track of thought. Someone was trying to speak to me there. Okay, so yeah, because Kamaru Usman, number one, he's never been taken down. Then, as well as that, he's just built for the actual weight division. Let's have a look at his stats. It's very, very, very simple. This fight he's undefeated, right? Gilbert Burns, he's lost to Dan Hooker, and Dan Hooker just lost to uh, Dustin Poirier, who lost to Khabib, and Khabib's like a smaller version of Kamaru Usman. You know what I mean? But the thing with Kamaru Usman, he's got the reach as well, reach advantage. Look at that, 76-inch reach, 71-inch reach for Gilbert Burns. How's he gonna get through? I'm sure he's got some ways. Now, Gilbert Burns, he's a jiu-jitsu expert. Kamaru, he's a wrestling expert. Wrestling will nullify his jiu-jitsu, and I'm sure he's been training his jiu-jitsu to the next level without a doubt. So overall, who do I think is going to win? I mean, let's go quickly. Okay, 40% TKO. You know, he's not a knockout artist. I'll say one thing: Gilbert Burns is. It's not that impressive if you think about it. Submission rate 44%, 33% KO TKO, 22%. You know, clearly 40% KO, 53 decision. Oh, I don't think this is. I don't think this may be a long fight. It may be a fifth round victory for Kamaru, but I think it will be a boring fight. But I think eventually, by round 3, he's going to manage to take him down. He's going to use that jab, or he may not even do that. He may try to play him at his own game, which whatever that is, because I'll tell you that one thing for sure is Gilbert Burns knows what to do. He'll try anything. He'll try taking you down, try striking you. So if he's going to try to strike with him, He's going to need to get in there. But the moment he gets in there, is he going to get taken down? That's the thing. That's the problem. I think Gilbert Burns, he needs to just work on his striking and leg kicks. But yeah, I think he needs to work on a lot of leg kicks. But at the same time, need I, I just can't see it happening. Look, 4.6%, 4.6 significant strikes landed. 60% defense. Oh my gosh, striking defense. 3.44. Now this is a UFC doesn't want to tell you this because quite frankly, no one will want to buy the pay-per-view, but this is what's going to happen. Kamaru's just going to beat him. Third round TKO, or fourth round, or even fifth round TKO. Not TKO, decision, and that will be the end of that. Now let's have a look. We have Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway. Who do I think is going to win this fight? Right. If I truthfully be honest, Max Holloway just gave it away the last fight. He just basically weed it away. He was trying to find his punching range to box. That's what he was trying to do. In all that time, though, he didn't realize he was getting leg kicked. First round, completely got leg kicked. And he didn't manage to land any significant strikes by his boxing. So, quite frankly, what was the point of that? Second round, what did he do? More of the same. Except he tried to close the range. But every time he tried to close the range, he got leg kicked again. Third round, he managed to kind of close the range as such. And started to land some strikes. But then Alexander Volkanovski basically took him, tried to put him, get him to the ground. Then, fourth round, Max Holloway then basically woke up, decided, you know what, he needs to get in there and start to do some work. And then he started to do some work. And then the fifth round as well, but he woke up in the fifth round, started to do some punches. He won that round as well. Max Holloway did, I mean. So it's all dependent on what version of Max Holloway do we see. Do we see a guy who's a BJ Penn, who's just going to go there to try to, box? Because it seems as though he's following in his exact footsteps. What about the flying knees, what BJ did? I'd incorporate them. Come on, Max. Come on, seriously. He's got the cardio. Why can't he? I just don't get why can't he add additional things to his arsenal. He's becoming like Jose Aldo. Right, I won't go on to him because he's the next fight. He's becoming quite like Anderson Silva, which is basically he just wants to play. He just wants to see what he can do, what strikes he can do. He's not going in there to win. He's just going there to, feel something out and win. That way, he's not going in with a particular type of game plan to finish the guys. When you saw Anderson Silva in his prime, when he was fighting, when he was striking, he was going in for the kill. He was using his leg kicks to break his opponents down and then basically just break them. Check the Dan Henderson fight out with Anderson Silva. Now you check out Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva is not the same mentally. He's just not. He just wants to mess around, throw capoeira kicks, etc., etc. Maybe then you try to get a knockout. He's got the skills, but he just doesn't do the right things to finish the guys. And I think that's where the thing is with Max Holloway. He's just not doing the right things. I don't know what his corner is teaching him or saying to him, but they should say something because he lost the last fight. Simply because he was just trying to box him. The guy was using the leg kicks to get in there because he's already got it. Look at it. Right, he's 145 pounds, right? 5'6", 5'11". Now, why is he going to just jump into Max Holloway's punching range for no reason when he's already got a height disadvantage? Why is he going to go? Why is he going to do that? What is he going to do? He's going to throw leg kicks. That's exactly what he did for the first 2 rounds and 2.5 rounds, and then even the third. But then Max Holloway just didn't see that. He just kept on taking him. it was just weird to watch. It was just really, really bizarre. I'm telling you, I don't need to see the stats of this because, quite frankly, yeah, the grappling is on Alexander Volkanovski's side, and if he did actually, if he can win this again, Alexander Volkanovski, but he can work his wrestling towards the latter rounds and win this again solidly. But Max Holloway just gave it away. So for it depends on what Max Holloway is gonna come, and I think personally Max Holloway. I want to see the best Max Holloway, and I think if a best Max Holloway will come, I think he'll beat Alexander Volkanovski because he just doesn't have the natural abilities of what Max Holloway does for my liking. Okay, now the next fight is Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo. Now, quite frankly, if you look at Peter Yan, he's quite big for the weight division. I have to say, for a bantamweight, he looked absolutely huge, man. 5'7", both the same height. He's more stockier, that's for sure. Now, with Faber was doing great. If you saw the previous fight of his, you can watch it. UFC put it on their YouTube, so you can watch it. So, yeah, in the previous fight, what did he do? He was trying to find his range, trying to find his punches, and that's a great thing. He was trying to find do the leg kicks, and he was breaking. Um, what's his name? Uriah Faber down, and then he landed a right cross, which landed perfectly, and then landed a straight left down the middle, and knocked Uriah Faber to the ground, and then from there it was just simply perfect. I mean, it was just the finish that he really, after that, he continued on, and it just felt like he just beat the hell out of him. It really did. It looked like he just beat him for no reason. So after that was just crazy. It was just completely and utterly crazy. But he's got the goods to beat Jose Aldo. And here is the thing: Jose Aldo's last fight. A lot of people said, you know what, he won the fight. I don't think so. I don't think so. If you watch the actual the latter parts of the first and the second and the third round against Marlon Moraes. Sure, he was pressing forward, but that doesn't mean you're landing anything, are you? If you're moving forward and then getting hit by shots, then you're clearly not winning, are you? And that's where the thing is. He was moving forward, but he was getting landed by shots by Marlon Moraes. He was. What is so weird is he's the same now as well as um, Anderson Silva. He's got the same mindset. He's not going to finish guys off. He's going there to play the fight, just play the role that he needs to win the fight. And sure, he went to strike with Marlon, but the thing was, where was his infamous leg kicks? Jose Aldo after Frankie Edgar, it's just like he forgot. It's like he had a memory loss. After Frankie Edgar fight, the boring 5 round super fights. Oh my gosh, they were both boring, and he won them. He had three, didn't he? In the end, I think it was. Oh my gosh. Uh, you know what the worst part is for him, Jose Aldo? We could get the best out of Jose Aldo because no, we can't. We're in a bigger ring, a cage now. This is not the 30-foot cage. It's in a bigger cage. So that's going to make a huge difference, and I think it's going to make a huge difference for. It will make a huge difference for the finishes for sure. Clearly, Kamaru's going to win that fight because he's got a lot more space to run and then basically time a takedown. Peter Yan, he was good at working his striking and moving in and out movement. Apparently, Jose Aldo's had the better of him. Sure, if he wins, great. Look. I don't hate any of the fighters. I'm just picking the fighters who I think are gonna win. And for my liking, I'm gonna say Peter Yan's gonna win. He just looks fresher. He looks like he knows what he wants, and he looks like he knows where he's going to go to beat the fighters. Jose Aldo, his mind, I don't know where it is. He's still got it. He's still got it. It's just what game plan? What happened to his leg kicks, man? They were dangerous. It was like, you know what? You don't want to take. The moment you talk about three of those, I think you can watch his fight with Manny Gambier, I think it was. He gets Manny Gambier and took about three, and then after that, he couldn't help but wince or something like that, and then he just went straight to the face and knocked, TKO'd him. But as well as that, the small cage does help when it comes to for him to knock guys out. So that was a key. Now on to the next fight. We have Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas. Now this particular fight, I can't see Rose doing it. I'm sorry. It's taken her how long to come back? And I'm not going to knock her for it because, she did get spiked, man. She got spiked by Jessica Andrade. She got spiked on her head. She could flipping God. She could have died. I swear to God. She could have died. Did you see that? She could have died. It was scary. It was like the head could have gone, if it was at another point, her head could have gone another way and crack and broken neck, and she would have died or been, paralyzed for life. It was scary. Yeah, I'm not saying it just for saying its sake. Now, Jessica Andrade, she's normal 135-pounder. They're coming at 115. They're both fighting. Rose Namajunas, she was doing good, but then she got too comfortable. I think that was the problem. She got too comfortable and she went to do a takedown or something like that with Jessica Andrade. I don't think she's gonna do that this time. But at the same time, I think mentally, how long has it been since we last saw her? I don't know. It's been a while, hasn't it? Since I think that was the last fight, or was it? Or was it against Rose Namajunas? I don't know. Not Rose Namajunas. Who's the Polish girl? Um, Whatever her name is. But I think mentally she's not going to be in there. It doesn't look like it's been a while since she last fought. She's going to get her wrestling. Whoa, 35, 35, 30. Yeah, I just think mentally she's not going to be there. So, yeah, she was going for a submission in that fight, and I think that's what it was. You were going against a bigger fighter, a person who can control you, and you got spiked. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to make it sound funny, but it was pretty horrific. It was scary, man. I just, God bless her. I hope she's well. I hope mentally as well. She landed on her head, man. That was pretty. Let's see a takedown defense. Well, that's pretty okay. 60% apparently. No, it isn't. 46%. Sorry, my fault. 46%. So, yeah, I think Andrade's going to win this. There we go. There's the answer to that. Now, we have the last fight of the evening. Paige Van Zandt. Well, it isn't really, because there's the prelim card, but I'm not going to talk about that because I don't want to talk too long. So we've got Amanda Ribas versus Paige Van Zandt, and for that particular fight, what I would say is Amanda Ribas is pretty average in her career. She's not super excellent in terms of doing everything. Her opposition that she has faced is not, is not better than Paige Van Zandt's. and Paige Van Zandt came off a victory from the previous fight, and it was by, I think it was a submission in the second round. So and she had before that she fought someone and lost, and then before that she lost to um, who is it? Watson. And I think what it is with Paige is that she's had a lot of injuries and she's had to solder her body back together, and eventually um, she's trying to she has got a heart, and she has fought she's fought at a better level of competition. So for me, I just feel as though that Amanda Ribas has not fought the best. Her, the wins that she has had, they've not been very impressive. I think Paige is going to win. Again, I think it probably is second round TKO or submission or something like that. It will be a good match to watch. But I will say that. I will say I'm going to have to go with, um, Paige Van Zandt. Yeah, so yeah, she does take a lot of punches. Striking wise, she's more better. Has significant strikes. It's just a level of competition, my friend. It's just a level of competition. I just think it is. She's just appropriate for it. Yeah. So okay, so that's it from me. Okay, guys. So thank you for viewing this. If you have made it this far, I very much appreciate it. If you have gone this far, thank you very, very much. So please like, subscribe, share, the usual, as well as that. If you can, I don't know really, but yeah, that's it. So have a great day and have a good weekend.